Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, the man arrested for firing several rounds into a downtown Sarasota apartment and fleeing the scene has posted bond. However, 25-year-old Ryan Flanzer is being held involuntarily by police under the Baker Act. ABC7's Erica Jackson joins us live from the Sarasota County Jail to share what that means for Flanzer. Erica?
Adam, thank you. Ryan Flanzer was released from the Sarasota County Jail under bond earlier today, but he's being held involuntarily under the Baker Act. We spoke to a criminal defense attorney who expects Flanzer to be held for at least 48 hours for a mental health examination. Flanzer is accused of shooting into an unoccupied apartment in downtown Sarasota Saturday. Sarasota police spent hours searching for him, eventually tracking him to the Westin Hotel, where they say he gave himself up to investigators. He was taken to the Sarasota County Jail and released today on $7,500 bond. Arrest information before his release shows he was being held under the Baker Act, which allows families to provide mental health services and temporary detention to those who are impaired by a mental illness. Flanzer's Facebook profile lists him as working with the Longboat Key Police Department in crime prevention. We spoke with Longboat Key Police Chief Pete Cumming last night and earlier today. He says Flanzer has no affiliation with the department. Chief Cumming says he and Flanzer interacted a handful of times because Flanzer donated $235,000 to the department earlier this year. And after accepting that donation, Cumming says he confronted Flanzer about his Facebook post falsely listing himself as a crime prevention consultant. Reporting live in downtown Sarasota at the Sarasota County Jail, Erica Jackson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you very much, Erica. We are following this story closely. We'll be keeping you updated throughout this investigation for up-to-the-minute updates on this and other breaking news here in our area. You can just download our news app. You'll find it in the App Store by searching WWSB or My Suncoast. Well, looking to help more homeless animals on the Suncoast, 2 animal shelters are announcing aspirations to expand. According to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, 6.5 million dogs and cats enter U.S. animal shelters every year. Nate's Honor Animal Rescue in Manatee County is trying to raise $8 million for an expansion project that will allow it to take in 50% more dogs and 25% more cats. Bishop Animal Shelter, another no-kill shelter in our area, also announcing plans for expansion, hoping to double the number of dog kennels to more than 100.
We are a no-kill shelter, so it takes some of our animals longer to get home. So the more space we have, the longer we can allow these dogs to wait to find their new owners.
We'll have more on these shelter expansion and one local dog story coming up later tonight at 11 o'clock.
Do you like ABC7? He said yes. He likes your channel.
Now that is a robot with some good taste. More than 100 Girl Scouts learning about designing robotics as part of an effort to earn badges in the field of science, technology, engineering, and math. Their fellow Girl Scouts leading the lessons after having received training from education majors at USF St. Petersburg.
We're teaching girls how they can also be involved with, robotics and STEM, and we're teaming up, with the college and really just letting them know that, they can be in robotics no matter what, and, the steps of designing a robot and being able to present it and just be creative.
Some of the other lessons the girls learn: building roller coasters and race cars. Well, now let's take it over to Wendy Ross for a check on our First Alert weather forecast today. And Wendy, good day to be outside?
It was a good day to be outside. We did have a lot of cloudy weather, and we had pockets of heavy downpours for some people, but mostly along the coastline, we didn't see a whole lot of wet weather. What we are looking at right now is this cold front that's getting ready to move across our state, and as it does so, it's going to help to dry us out. But in the meantime, we still have the cloudy conditions that we're dealing with right now along the Suncoast. And most of the wet weather has moved off towards the east and taking some of the heavier showers along with it. So you can see that over the next couple of hours, we're going to watch most of this rain out of the way, and we're going to be left with mostly cloudy skies for a little while before things start to clear up as well. Right now, we are looking at a temperature of 79 degrees, and we also have those winds out of the north-northwest at around 8 miles per hour. For the next several hours, we're going to be looking at partly cloudy weather and then cloudy skies. We're going to be with us until about midnight tonight, and then we're going to start to really clear up. And we'll let you know what that cold front's going to do. That's going to be coming on in, and we'll see some changes in our forecast. Adam?
Thank you, Wendy. New developments tonight in that deadly shooting at a Waffle House near Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, as accused shooter Travis Ranking prepares for his first court appearance on Monday, we are learning of a major miscue by dispatch. The shooting rampage, which took place on April 22nd, left 4 people dead. Ranking was captured after a frantic 36-hour manhunt. An alert 911 caller helping cops locate him, but now, according to audio obtained by ABC News affiliate WKRN, after the first call of a shooting came in, 911 dispatchers initially sent officers to a different Waffle House, that location nearly 9 miles from where the attack was actually taking place. Take a listen.
And we're being advised that this is not the Waffle House at 816, that it's going to be the one at 3571 Murfreesboro Pike.
Time is absolutely critical in mass shootings because most of them are under 5 minutes.
It took 6 minutes for the initial call for officers to arrive on scene. The director of Nashville's Emergency Communications Center telling ABC News, quote, "We are reviewing the calls regarding the incident as we would in any critical incident. The initial callers were only able to give a street name, and additional information was obtained from there." The downtown Venice roadway project may be getting underway soon thanks to a rebid that decreased the price by over $3 million. Work was supposed to start this month, but the cost of that work came in over budget, putting things on hold. But on Tuesday, the Venice City Council is expected to vote on a contract with Quality Enterprises USA, Inc. out of Naples, Florida. The base contract covering everything from roadway reconstruction of West Venice, West Miami, and West Tampa Avenues to stormwater upgrades. New Americans with Disabilities Act compliant sidewalks will also be put in along with updated landscaping. Priority being given to getting West Venice Avenue done in time for the holiday parade in November. And attention Bradenton drivers, starting Monday, a Manatee County roadway will be partially closed due to construction. From Monday, May 7th to Friday, May 11th, Fairfax Drive East will be closed at the intersection of 45th Street East. That closure comes as a way for a large diameter storm pipe to be put in as part of the 45th Street East roadway improvements project. Also included as part of that project, the bridge deck at Gap Creek will be widened to accommodate additional travel lanes. 2 pedestrian bridges will be constructed to provide pedestrian sidewalks. Access to the existing fire station will be improved with an emergency traffic signal, and traffic signals will be added to the intersection of 44th Avenue East and 45th Street East. Construction is expected to be completed on all of these improvements by the summer of 2019. Each year, millions of Americans face the reality of living with mental illness. That's why, as Reed Binion explains, May is a month to educate and bring awareness to the issue.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month, bringing attention to the need for screening and treatment. According to new research released by Nationwide Children's Hospital, 87% of Americans surveyed agree that more mental health support for children and adolescents needs to be available. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, just over 20%, or about 1 in 5 children, have had a seriously debilitating mental disorder. The National Institute of Mental Health defines a serious mental illness as a mental, behavioral, or emotional disorder that limits one or more major life activity. The NIH also reports that there were about 45 million adults living with a mental illness in 2016. Of those, almost 10.5 million were serious mental illnesses. If you or someone you know has a mental illness, there are resources to help. For today's Health Minute, I'm Reed Binion.
Well, wanted by researchers, 1 million people willing to share their DNA and 10 years of health habits for science. Today, the U.S. government opening up a nationwide enrollment for an ambitious experiment if they can build a large enough database comparing the genetics, lifestyles, and environments of people from all walks of life. The researchers hope to learn why some escape illness and others don't, and better customize ways to prevent and treat disease. Congress has authorized $1.45 billion over the next 10 years for that project. If you're interested for more on that program and how to sign up, you can go to our website, mysuncoast.com. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, protesters out in force at a Sarasota Wendy's demanding the company take action.
This is such a huge human rights violation that shouldn't even be an issue today, but it still is.
We'll tell you what these protesters are asking from the fast food giant. And a burglary gone bad, caught on camera. This would-be thief got in, but how is he getting out?
Hi, I'm Holly Robinson Pete.
And I'm Rodney Pete. And after 16 years in the NFL, it came as no surprise that knee surgery might be in my future.
And when the doctor said Rodney needed to lose weight before surgery, we knew that Lipozene could help him lose 4 times more weight. It's America's #1 weight loss supplement.
I've already lost 30 pounds in 4 pant sizes. I didn't need a prescription or meal plan.
I've lost 10 pounds, I have more energy, more stamina.
We eat our favorite foods and still lose 4 times more weight.
I'm very impressed with Rodney's weight loss. His blood pressure and cholesterol have really improved. I recommend Lipozene because it's made from the rare konjac root, which contains glucomannan, a very safe and effective weight loss supplement.
Lipozene has no harmful side effects. No caffeine, no jitters, no counting calories.
No cleanses.
No starved diets.
No boot camps.
Nothing in your lifestyle needs to change. Just add Lipozene.
In a clinical study, people were not asked to change their lifestyle and simply add Lipozene. As a result, they lost not just twice the weight, not 3 times, but they lost 4 times more weight just by adding Lipozene. And 78% of that weight loss was fat, not water, but fat.
Rodney and I guarantee that you will lose weight or your money back.
Can we say that?
Yep, guaranteed, or your money back. So get Lipozene and lose 4 times more weight.
Now you can lose 4 times more weight. Just add Lipozene for only $29.95. Call right now and we'll double your order for free and ship it free too. And for a limited time, we'll double the size of each bottle for free. So now you have 4 times the Lipozene for just $29.95. Plus, you'll get Metabo Plus to help boost your energy and metabolism. But you must call. Call 800-379-2824, 800-379-2824, 800-379-2824.
CashNet USA is trusted by over 2 million customers.
Perfect. When I lean back, I trust that you will be there to catch me.
Okay, bad idea, bad idea.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves him green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC 7 is seeking a multimedia news producer with at least 2 years experience writing for TV and digital news. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply.
Today, dozens of protesters swarming a Sarasota fast food restaurant hoping to raise awareness for a problem they say should no longer be an issue. Holding signs that show crossed out tomatoes, these protesters wanting the Wendy's Corporation to join other fast food companies in aligning with the Fair Food Program. It's a program that protects workers' human rights.
They say it's not their problems, that we should go to the farmers, but it is their problem because they're the ones purchasing the tomatoes.
Wendy's tiene esa responsabilidad.
So we really want Wendy's to sit down and recognize that they have a duty as a fast food company in this country to be supporting the workers who are picking the tomatoes that end up on their burgers.
In addition to joining the program, Wendy's would also be agreeing to pay 1 cent more per tomato, which would go directly to the workers. Chains like McDonald's, Burger King, and Chipotle have already made that change. The hunt is on for a would-be thief caught on camera trying to steal a motorcycle from a Florida home. As Sheldon Fox reports, the man enters into the home's garage after smashing a hole in a window. The problem, however, getting himself and that motorcycle out.
You're looking at a wannabe motorcycle thief in southwest Miami-Dade. Emphasis on the term wannabe. Despite bashing into this home's garage and climbing through a window Friday afternoon, this bungling burglar realizes he can't get out. He tries to jimmy his way out of the garage, but the master lock here makes it just too tough a crime.
That's the lock we put in about not even a week ago. Drilled a little hole and slapped it in here, and that's what saved the bike.
These guys aren't winning any awards for the world's smartest criminals, especially not the guy who made his way into this garage. He left his blood all throughout. That's why I'm wearing these gloves, to show you the shovel he used to try and bust his way out of here. Once he realizes he's not getting the $19,000 Suzuki, he tries to make the hole he made in that window a bigger space to crawl out of. Lots of smashing, and then his cell phone rings. The victim's security cameras picking up the audio. In Spanish, he discusses where the keys might be with someone on the other end, the homeowners tell us, before pouring bleach all over some, but not all, of his blood.
Use this bleach to clean up the blood.
He leaves the way he came, through that small, sharp, bloody hole he created coming in. Mission not accomplished, but he was nice enough to leave plenty of DNA evidence. And by the way, that bike is safe and sounds just great.
Well, an embarrassing end to a pretty horrible attempt at a crime there.
Awful. That's pretty awful.
Not good.
Well, I'll tell you what, we really needed the rain, and some places actually got some really good amounts of rainfall this weekend, but most of us saw maybe a smattering of some showers and a lot of cloudy weather. Right now, we're still looking at the clouds out there, and for the most part, things are beginning to clear up, especially if you're looking out to the west. Towards the east, however, we still have those clouds, and we are looking at some rain showers still moving in the direction of the east. So that's what's going on at this point, but it's turning into a lovely end to the day, as you can see, and maybe it would be a perfect night to get out and do a sunset walk if you'd like, because we are looking at those skies clearing up, at least at the beaches. So the showers are moving towards the east. We do have a cold front that's going to be moving on in, and that's going to change up our forecast a little bit, bringing in some drier conditions for us. It's not going to feel as humid as it has been. But this is how we've done this weekend as far as the rainfall is concerned. And you can see where all of the rains really have taken place, from 2 to 3 inches of rainfall well east of I-75. Some places getting no rain at all, and some places just getting a smattering amount. As you can see, most of those showers were mostly heaviest east of I-75. And we do have a cold front that's going to be coming on through, and that cold front is going to bring some drier conditions. You can see this in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We're starting to see it already working its way into the panhandle of Florida, but in advance of that cold front, we do have the moisture still across central Florida, and that's where the rain showers are right now. Most of this rain has moved off towards the east, leaving us with just a sprinkle here and there, but for the most part, it's just cloudy conditions at this point, and that's what we're going to continue to watch over the next couple of hours as these rains move on out of our area. So from now until about 10 o'clock tonight, we're looking at the showers moving on towards the east, and then we're going to be left with cloudy skies, and then we'll be seeing clearing conditions. After around midnight tonight, we should start to see the skies begin to clear up just a little bit. That cold front is just to the north of us right now with that trough of low pressure across the central part of the state, and that's what brought us all of the moisture. And this cold front is going to be moving on down the state throughout the day on Monday. And as it does so, it's going to clear things out and dry things up for us. So we're going to start to feel a little bit more comfortable with the dew points going down and the humidity going down. And for tonight, we're looking at just a 20% chance of rain. And then for the most part, we're going to be seeing no rain as conditions begin to clear up for us. Winds right now coming in out of the north-northwest, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour across the region. And our dew points are starting to really drop across the northern part of the state, and that's where the cold front has gone through. So we're seeing the drier conditions to our north. Across central and south Florida, however, we're still in the 60s and 70s for dew points, and they're going to start to drop once that cold front makes its way on through. Temperatures right now are mostly in the 70s and 80s, and if you're heading off to the beach tomorrow, those winds will be out of the north-northwest at around 10 to 15 knots. Over the next several days, we're going to see lots and lots of sunshine. Once that cold front makes its way through, we're looking at sky conditions that are going to be quite lovely all the way through Thursday. Temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 80s, but don't let these temperatures fool you. Many places could see highs in the 90s this upcoming week. So we've got a stable week coming on up. A plume of moisture comes back into the forecast for Saturday and Sunday, and therefore we have another chance of rain for next weekend. Adam?
Now, sports.
Well, Tampa Bay Rays fans were getting their brooms ready for a sweep opportunity today against the Toronto Blue Jays. The Rays just one win away from 500 after a rough start to the year. Malik Smith getting a little too confident, though, trying to steal home in the third inning. He's tagged out to end it. Carlos Gomez, however, touching them all in the bottom of the eighth to tie the game at 1. It's Cargo's 5th homer of the year. Pat yourself on the head for that one. And on to the 9th, still tied at 1 here, but Wilson Ramos cannot handle the wild pitch from Alex Colomé. Kevin Pillar scores from third. It's Colomé's 4th loss of the season and 2nd blown save. Rays lose 2-1. But this was the game to be at in the Bay Area. Lightning 1 win away from ending the Boston Bruins season and punching a ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals. Boston would strike first in this one on a power play. It's David Krejci with the one-time goal over the shoulder of Vasilevsky. There they take a 1-0 lead. Second period, Tampa's Braden Point. He's been the Energizer Bunny this series, forcing a turnover, and then watch as he makes his way to the rebound. It's a goal, and it ties the game at 1. Now, the Bolts couldn't convert on their first 2 power plays in this game, but JT Miller able to convert on the third. It's an assist from Nikita Kucherov, first lead for Tampa. They wouldn't lose it. Tampa wins, reaching the conference finals for the 3rd time in 4 seasons. That's it for sports. Stick around. We've got more news coming up.
As a financial expert, I tell people if you want to be successful with your credit, Credit Sesame is the best place to start. Hi, I'm Lynette Kalfani-Cox, the Money Coach. Maybe you want to buy a car, a home, or just remove some financial stress. Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score. Then they'll show you what's impacting your score and suggest a strategy to better manage it. Credit Sesame even recommends lending options that can save you money. Best part? It's 100% free. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
To be able to just get my son here and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here, because
Why, you don't like my hair? The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Dear parents, it's time for a pop quiz. What's the best kind of play for kids? Play that makes us think? Or helps us pretend? Or teaches us rules? Or to be creative? Actually, every kind of play is important because different kinds of play give us different kinds of skills. Help us mix up the ways we play. Okay, class dismissed. Now go play.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device.
Avengers: Infinity War continuing their box office domination for a second weekend, passing the $1 billion mark worldwide in just 11 days, bringing in over $112 million this weekend alone. The nearest competitor, Overboard, which took the number 2 spot, just under $15 million, and Paramount's A Quiet Place, finishing in 3rd place. That horror hit continuing its impressive run with nearly $8 million in box office receipts. But tonight is a night to be outside, according to Wendy Ross.
Yes, it is, because things are finally starting to quiet down. Most of the rain is pretty much over with right now, and we're seeing it moving off towards the east. So for the rest of tonight, we're looking at cloudy conditions, and then it's going to start to clear up, and temperatures are very comfortable out there. It's still very muggy, still very humid outside right now.
A little bit, but clear enough to maybe see that sunset like you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be just a little hazy, but you'll be able to see it. You can take a walk on the beach.
WWSB ABC7 is an equal opportunity employer, and we're looking for qualified people to join our dynamic team. For a list of current openings and to apply online, visit www.mysuncoast.com/contact/employment. If you're a motivated team player and you want a rewarding career in a fun, fast-paced working environment, WWSB ABC7 could be the perfect fit for you. Check out our list of openings now. Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com.